Hey everybody, John here, Midnight Paint and Body channel. Hey, on this video we're not going to be doing any auto body related stuff. I'm actually doing a little repair on my own truck, and I just thought I'd bring you guys along and make a video because I thought it might be helpful. We are going to be installing some of these LS engine exhaust manifold clamps to get rid of that terrible exhaust leak. So like I said, guys, what we're working on is actually my own pickup. This is my 03 GMC 2500 four-wheel drive pickup. It's got the 6-liter LS engine in it. Now, personally, I love these trucks. I love the LS engine. You know, I really, really like this truck. I've had it a long time. And I try really hard to look after it because it's old, and so am I. And I can't see buying a new truck ever in my life at this point with what they cost and everything. So I'm gonna keep this old girl alive as long as we possibly can. So if you are not familiar with these LS engines, they always break off the rear exhaust manifold bolt, or the rear one or two for sure. I believe the reason they do this, now these engines have aluminum heads, and they're of course a cast iron exhaust manifold, so I think you've got different expansion contraction between the dissimilar metals, so over time they just snap off, and obviously they get rusty too. Now recently I actually bought manifold gaskets and a whole new hardware set, thinking that I would try and get in there and get those broken studs out. I was going to pull this inner fender out and try and get in that way. Stupid thing is, I painted my truck this summer. I put new front fenders on, and this started getting really bad right after that, so I should have done it while the fenders were off. I would have had all kinds of access, but anyway, neither here nor there. But you can see how rusty these get. Now these had like heat shields on the exhaust manifolds. I ripped those off a long time ago because they were starting to come off just with rusting out. But then you look, I know you can't really see in there, but you look at the rest of the, oh hi Louie. You look at the rest of the bolts on the exhaust manifolds, I don't think anything's going to come apart nicely. Now what these clamps do, apparently I have my helper here. Say hi to the fans, Louie. So this will clamp on the back of the engine, and then this guy tightens down against the exhaust manifold, shoving it back against the head. So it looks super simple. I think it will be super simple. So I figured, what the heck, I may as well make a video. Maybe it'll help someone out. Maybe it's just that simple that, you know, no one's going to need help with this, but we'll see. So I figured the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to flash this thing up. I'm going to put the camera there and let you guys hear how bad this has gotten. Now this truck had a little bit of a tick for years, exhaust leak, but like I said, just recently it got really bad, so it's driving me crazy. So I would imagine you can probably hear that pretty good. Now, as this engine heats up, actually that almost goes away. As the metal expands, it seals back up. But yeah, like I said, I try and keep my truck nice. It's kind of, I just hate firing it up, and it just sounds like a complete pile of junk. So let's climb in there and just see if we can get these bolts started. And just incidentally here, guys, I am working outside. It's December 30th. Now, I'm in British Columbia, Canada, where, you know, we have winter. I know a lot of people think up here in the frozen north we live in igloos and whatever, but, you know, we have 4 full seasons here. We have absolutely beautiful hot summers here where I am, and we definitely get winter. I have never, now I've been around here for about 40 years, I've never seen this. We have no snow. It's warm enough where I am just working on the truck outside. It's absolutely incredible. This time last year we were minus 38 and we already had 3 feet of snow. So, and that's pretty normal. So, ridiculous. Rule of thumb here used to be snow by Halloween. That would typically be normal here. So, yeah, this is crazy. It is so dry, so warm. Unbelievable. So, let me know where you guys are at. I'm just curious if this is everywhere this is happening. It's kind of bizarre. I know it's just weather cycles. You know, if you look back, 40 years or whatever, this stuff has happened before, but I've just never seen it. So, anyway, let's get to work. So it's going to be kind of tough to record. I know you're not really going to be able to see anything what I'm doing back here, because I also can't see what I'm doing back here. Okay, so I can see right off that I'm going to have to see if I can get that heat shield off of there, because that's going to give me about another ½ inch of space to get back in there. This is obviously super tight. Okay, yeah, I think that shield will come off, so I'm going to have a look at that heat shield and I'll put the camera back on. So I'm thinking that's probably the trick right there, is getting that heat shield off. So I didn't really record for you guys while I was under there because I didn't think I'd be able to see much. But now, so unfortunately this one stud broke off the firewall. But this guy is right behind the steering there. And then if you just get down underneath the truck, you get to these two quite easily. And then this just drops straight down under the truck. So that was really easy. The reason I say I think this would be the trick is because now with that off, I'm going to show you guys underneath. So, nice thing about a 3/4 ton 4x4 is I can fit under here. So now you can see those holes. Hopefully you can. There's one hole there. I'll try and get up there better. Actually, that light's really glaring on it, but there is one hole there and one hole there, and that's the 2 bolts that we need. So I think actually putting them in from under here might be the trick. So I'm going to grab that bracket and a couple bolts and we'll climb back under here. So there you are. I've got the 2 bolts started. Again, I think that light's kind of messing up the camera, but hopefully you can kind of see there. So I got the bottom one mostly put in. The top one is just finger tight, but I'm going to go up to the top now. I think it's going to be easier to tighten them up there. So let's go have a look. All right, there's our bracket all snugged down. All I have left to do, crawl back up in here and see if we can tighten that bolt. Now, this is the one that should clamp the exhaust manifold back down to the head. Now, I don't want to overdo this. I will say, now, I didn't mention, but these are genuine Chinesium parts that came from Amazon, but this kit was only like 30 bucks, and honestly the quality seems decent. I know a lot of the time this cheap stuff, the fasteners are garbage, and you don't want to over tighten anything because they'll just strip, but so far this seems pretty good. Okay, I don't know if that's tight enough, but I don't want to overdo it. I think this is only leaking on this side. I think that side's okay. I mean, we'll do that bracket anyway. But, yeah, let's just fire this thing up and just see what's happening now. Well, guys, I am super impressed. Camera's sideways. It sounds good. It sounds really good. I don't want to get it too hot because I'll probably still do that other side. But that wasn't bad at all. I think that's, I don't know, what did that take, half an hour? I think I'll just torque that bolt just a hair more. And then, you know what? So the other side, I was looking at it, it looks like it is basically exactly the same thing. So I'm thinking we're going to take that heat shield off and we're going to get in there. I'm not going to do it right now because honestly I want to go take this for a drive now, so I'm going to tidy up a little bit, tighten that up, and we'll take you guys for a little rip. Okay, so I know I just said I wasn't going to do this side right away, but I kind of realized that was just lazy Saturday me talking when I looked at this and realized actually it looks pretty easy. So we're going to go here. Oh, hold on, I'll come get you in a minute. Let's try that again. So yes, we're going to do this side. So it looks like this one. Going to go. Right here. Actually, this one just doesn't fit very well with the oil dipstick. Oh, there we go. I just broke it off the weld on the bracket there. Which actually, sorry if you can't see in there, guys. I can't really see either, so. Go. One started. All right, well, there's that one installed. That was actually super easy. Well, pretty easy. So I had to reposition the dipstick tube a little bit. Now you can see it's pretty rusty, so I was being pretty careful with moving it because I don't want it to break. I had to, yeah, reposition it a little bit. You saw I broke the weld where it went on there. I just temporarily, permanently attached it with a zip tie. But now that I'm looking at this, I think I'm going to look into replacing this dipstick tube because I don't like how rusty that is. But you can see that bracket. So this one I didn't have to take anything off. I didn't have to do much at all. It went on pretty darn easy. You know, the threaded holes are already there. Brackets come with the bolts. Let's go for a quick drive. So just for in case anyone's interested, my truck has about 270,000 kilometers on it. So that's about 160,000 miles, I guess. Well, let's see how she sounds. Oh man, I am already super happy. It sounds great. Well, it sounds great, but it's actually missing a little bit. I'm gonna go check those plug wires I had pulled off. Let's try that again. Turns out I didn't put number 7 plug wire back on. I just pulled a couple of plug wires out of the way just to get at the bolts a little easier. Oh, it sounds so good. Well, I'll tell you what, guys, that is a cheap, easy fix. Like I said, that kit was about 30 bucks on Amazon. I don't know, I was maybe spent an hour installing them. I've never done it before. I'm not a mechanic, I am a body man. I do auto body. So I am used to working on cars, but I really think the average guy can do this with, you know, a couple of hand tools, a couple of wrenches. No problem at all. Let's pull up and give her a little bit. Very cool. Well, I hope this video helps somebody out. I definitely recommend this product. Cheap, easy to do. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Do me a favor, hit subscribe. Check out my other videos. See you next time.